Hey everybody, it's Rick Cowan, Beautiful Beast of Sports. Today I'm with Gabi Wilson. How are you doing, Gabi?
I'm doing great, Coach.
Hey, it's good to see you. It's good to catch up with you. We spent a few minutes before we started the recording, just kind of talking about your schedule. But if you would kind of share, what does the schedule look like going into the summer for you?
Definitely a lot of traveling, showcases, out-of-state tournaments. I just came back from Oklahoma and Tulsa just a couple days ago, and tomorrow I leave for Kansas City. About a couple days after that, I go back to OKC in Oklahoma, and then at the end of July, I go to PGF in California.
Outstanding. It's going to be a busy schedule for you. Busy travel summer for sure. Hopefully some of those places are a little bit cooler than it is right now in Texas, right?
I hope.
Yeah. And for everybody's information, you're from North Texas. You're in the graduating class of 2023. And so this is just part of the recruiting journey that we're on. Can you tell all of us here at Beautiful Beast Nation, what are your high school stats kind of coming through high school, going into summer? And then what's your educational goals? What do you want to do as a career when you go into college? What do you want to study?
My stats were lower than I wanted them to be. They were probably around 300. I was struggling a little bit in high school, but I'm ready to come into the summer and turn it around. My educational goals, I don't really know what I want to be when I grow up or when I go to college. I'm sure I want to keep softball in my life, so I've thought about being a coach. I want to, I'm really good academically. My grades are great, so I'm sure that I'll find something that I like, but right now I'm not sure.
Gotcha. And thank you for being so modest. That's just the nature of who you are. If you'll pan your camera just a little bit to the right, I want everyone to see this. Yeah, so a little disappointing. You're funny. That's all your dingers, right? And starting to work on your second collection. So atta girl. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about work ethic. I had mentioned to you, I've been talking to college coaches, and the one thing I hear is the PSAs not being ready whenever they're recruited to play on the college level. What's your thoughts about the work ethic that you have?
I've always, I know a lot of people that are new in college, and I've always asked them, like, what can I do to be ready for college? What can I do to be ahead of the game whenever I get there? And they've always said, work as hard as you can, do the extra workouts, condition. And that's what I've started doing, because I don't want to be behind when I get into college. I want to be ahead of everyone else. I want to set a name for myself, and this has helped me do that.
Well, you definitely are a workout warrior. I love seeing all of your posts. I mean, clearly, you're doing the work, right? But you've got that mindset, like I like to call it, be a beast mindset. You set your goals, you set out the process, you focus on the moment, you're relentless. Everything that I love about you. It's just.
Thank you.
Well done. Hey, tell me about your current team. What is your current team? What's your position, primary position, secondary position, so everyone out here knows?
I play for Athletics Mercado Olkeen. They're located in North Texas and Plano. My primary position is first base, but I also play third base, and I'm a middle of lineup hitter.
Okay, good deal. So you're others set the plate and you clear the plate.
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Hey, female sports, obviously that's what our nonprofit does, is we push the envelope to push and promote young people like yourself for continued participation, but we also want to see the sport itself grow. But yet there's still some inequalities that we see with the sport. How do you feel? What's going on? The trajectory that's going on, especially in fast pitch softball. What do you like? Where do you see the shortcomings? What can we be doing better to support you?
I definitely think that people need to understand how hard female athletes have to work to be appreciated for all that they do. They have to work so much harder to prove their athletic ability than male athletes. And it's hard, but it's part of what's made fast pitch softball so successful. As you've seen in the World Series recently, we had the largest viewing we've ever had. And it's because everyone can see that gladiator mindset. Everyone can see how hard they're working on the field and how they're leaving everything out there. I think that kind of mindset is built into a lot of female athletes because of how much that they have to prove themselves to everyone. And because of that, we're only on the up. We're going to keep getting noticed. We're going to keep, getting on major sports networks. It's just going to keep going up from here.
Yeah, well said. And I know that it's still going to take time, but what you guys are doing in your travel ball, in your high school, really represents everything that we do very well. We are a very select group of people, and what I want all college coaches to know is that Gabi has been featured as a beautiful beast of softball and is part of our organization. And she really supports the three pillars of who we are, and that's impeccable character, excellence in academics, and is an elite athlete. And so hats off to you. Really well done, Gabi.
Thank you.
Hey, this is the type and the time that I like to just kind of kick this over to you to let you wrap it up. You give a shout out to Beautiful Beast Nation. The floor is yours. What would you like to say and wrap this up for us?
I want to give a shout out to all female athletes out there and to Beautiful Beast for putting them on a pedestal and being able to give them a name out there.
Well, good deal. Gabi, as always, it's good to catch up with you. As we get a little further into the summer and before September 1, let's do it again. And then we'll shift a little bit more and talk more about recruiting. Sound good?
Yes, Coach. Thank you.
All right. Thank you too. Take care.
You too.
Bye.
I'm 15 years old and I play softball. I remember playing t-ball and I was like, oh, I like this. This is fun. My dad is always here working with me, giving me tips. It's dangerous sometimes, but he does it.
People definitely don't understand or even think about how much work that she actually puts in.
That really separates the good from the great. She separated herself in her work ethic and her mentality when she comes into work. She first came in here, we wanted to work on a couple of weaknesses, which we call areas of development. She can hit the ball and she tested out very well on the strength. But we needed her to be a more mobile athlete and reduce the risk of injury.
This is my room. This is an MVP medal that you get whenever you go to the All-State game. So this is the first one I got because my first home run that I hit, this is when I got the MVP medal to go to the All-State games the first time. This is my happy place. It's just relaxing. It's my routine, I guess. I always hit off the tee and I always do rapids and front toss with my dad. And when I was around 10, my dad was like, I think we should start getting into select. I started thinking, hey, I can be better than the people I'm playing with. And so that motivated me. And I started, going outside and throwing with him every day. And I started hitting. And that's kind of when I started, the work ethic that I have now.